Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of Mountain Blade Warband, Nova Aetas. We're gonna hop right into this, but I'm gonna be quite frank. I've never really played this game. I've watched one guide online, and that was really just like how to make your character, like to maybe choose a certain style or whatever. But turns out it doesn't really matter what you choose in the very beginning, because there are apparently a lot of ways to get skill points, like extra skill points in this game. There's also different traits you can get, apparently, like you could be righteous or whatever else, depending on the stats you choose for your character. So I think we're going to start a new game, and I'm not really sure like what we're going to do exactly, because I know there's certain types of things that you can choose. Like you could be a craftsman, or you could be like a hunter, or a miner, or something like that, or even a farmer, I think. And then eventually build yourself up slowly to get to the point where you can eventually become a lord, or make enough money to be able to, conquer the world. Even you can even colonize a new world. So I think we're going to start colonizing the new world whenever we get the chance. So anyhow, I'm going to let you guys read this, so go ahead and pause if you want to read this. You can read that if you pause. Yeah, so it looks like Christians are pretty big in this world. So I guess religion has a part to play in this too. Select your character's gender, quick character, for mod testing. So I don't think we're going to choose that. Now, between male and female, I'm not exactly sure. Right? Female, we can marry in to a male lineage. Or if we go as a male, we can marry into a big lineage of people, possibly, by marrying somebody's mother or their sister, so long as they don't have a husband, right? And then we could get a high relation with the rest of the lords, have a good chance of recruiting them later, right? So I think I'm going to choose male. You were born many years ago. Your father was a baron fallen into disgrace. Maybe. A traveling merchant. A skilled fighter. I'm liking that one so far. A hunter. A steppe nomad. A dishonest thief. Or a pious priest. Let's go with a traveling merchant, actually. You were born to the son of a traveling merchant, always moving from place to place in search of a profit. Although your parents were wealthier than most and educated you as well as they could, you found little opportunity to make friends on the road, living mostly for the moments when you could sell something to somebody. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. Your main interests are in the field of farming and gathering resources, crafting and making objects, buying and selling goods for profit, literature and worship, liberal arts like philosophy, history, and rhetoric. I'm gonna say, I'm the son of a traveling merchant. Buying and selling goods would probably be the one that I would choose. But I think we're going to be going with crafting and making objects. We went from being a traveling merchant, and then, we picked up an interest in actually building the stuff that we sell. So we got some selling experience, and now we're moving into the crafting aspects of it, right? So I'm going to be going with that. As a boy growing out of childhood, you apprenticed with a local craftsman to learn a trade. After years of hard work and study under the new master, you become skilled in your trade. However, it's hard to preserve a decent quality of life. Furthermore, during your teen age, you start exploring your identity. Your personality and your ideas turn out to be rather open-minded, revolutionary, and profligate, amiable, helpful, amiable, helpful, and clumsy. Alright, so it looks like these are, like, what is our ideology, maybe? Like, our personality. So, I wonder what we would consider ourselves as. So, we got some skill in being a seller, and we're also craftsmen. So, skillful, respected, and crude. Crude, we're like pretty rough around the edges. But I guess that wouldn't really matter or that wouldn't really match for. Oh, maybe skillful and respected, right? Because we're really good at our trade, and we're also a very powerful, like, merchant, right? That seems like the way that we should go. Yeah, I'm thinking that one might be the one we go with. Skillful, respected, and crude. That seems like the way to do it. And as a boy growing out of childhood, oh wait, no. Then then as a young adult, life changed as it always does. You became a squire, a troubadour, a university student, a goods peddler, a smith, or a game. I'm gonna say we became a smith, right? We're very skillful smith, and because of that, we uh, we became a very skilled type of person, like becoming a smith and then selling our weapons and armors and stuff like that. Yeah, that seems about right. Though the distinction felt sudden to you, somewhere along the way you had become a man, and the whole world seemed to change around you. You pursued a career as a smith, crafting items and function and beauty out of simple metal. As time wore on, you became a master of your trade, and fine work started to fetch fine prices. With food in your belly and logs on your fire, you could take pride in your work and your growing reputation. But soon everything changed, and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision? Um, Now what made us want to become like a traveler, like an adventurer, right? Personal hate against the Lord. Maybe he came down and took our weapons because he was going to go fight a war, and we're like, screw this, we're leaving. Um, the loss of your parents. I have a feeling my parents passed away a long time ago. Like after I went and became an apprentice with that craftsman, that smith craftsman, I'm gonna say, he, like our parents, like left and we never heard from them again. Is what I'm thinking. So that doesn't really matter. Um, Being power hungry or the lust for shiny coin. Or we could just be wanderlust. We've always wanted to wander around. But maybe the lust for shiny coins. This seems like up my character's alley. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. To everyone else, it's clear that you are now motivated solely by personal gain. You want to be rich, powerful, respected, feared. You want to be the one whom others hurry to obey. You want people to know your name and tremble whenever it is spoken. You want everything, and you won't let anyone stop you from having it. I think we're going to become an adventurer and ride on. Realistic, just so you guys know I'm not like safe scumming. Now enter your name and distribute. Yeah, I know about that. So I think I'm going to. I'm gonna say round my character out a little bit. Let's do something like that. Now I'm gonna take. So I already have some in Weapon Master, a little bit in Riding. I think I want to take a couple in Athletics as well, because I don't think I'm gonna have a horse right away. And Athletics is just good all in all anyways. Looting. We got a little bit of looting. We got a little bit of tactics. I think I want to jump that up another one at some point. Maybe not right now, because I'm not really planning on fighting even battles if I can help it in the very beginning. We got 2 in engineer, which is actually pretty good too. We got craftsmanship too. Let's character craft more advanced items. Each point to the skill makes it easier to smelt ores. Whoa. I didn't realize it was like an actual crafting skill. Okay. So loot as well. I think I'm gonna go with Power Strike. And then 1 point in Iron Flesh as well, just to help out a little bit, you know what I mean? Weapon Master seems fine, so we can bring everything up to 100 points with leveling up, which is fine. Let's take a couple in Pathfinding, and let's actually do 1 in Craftsmanship. I'm surprised because we don't have any points in that, which is pretty stupid, you know, because we took the craftsman occupation for our teenage years. Now I'm not really sure what kind of weapons would be the best to take, but I think I'm going to try to go with a sword and board type of character, at least for now, because I'm not exactly sure what would be best. Because if we do sword and board, right, or you know, a one-handed and a shield, that maybe taking shield would also be good, but that's also taking up more of our points, right? Our skill points, which means we're gonna have to spec more into intelligence and strength, and or isn't agility? Yeah, agility. Sorry, agility and intelligence, so that we can get more shield. And then strength, I assume we're gonna need a lot of too, because a lot of equipment and stuff. It's probably gonna have strength requirements. Now, what's our name? Oh, I don't know. Sir? No, I don't think we should put Sir. At least not yet. We can always change our name later. I don't know. What would our name be? I think I'm gonna go with. Oh, I'm gonna go with Reggie. You know what? This seems like a good name. Reggie. You know, it's a pretty all-rounder name, right? We don't have a last name yet because I don't think that's exactly how they did back then for peasants anyway. That's a pretty rough-looking face right there. Oh my goodness. Let's just randomize this a little bit. Huh. I'm liking this. This looks pretty good. Yeah, you know what? I think that's actually fairly good. Let's maybe darken his hair a little bit, something like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that quite a bit. Which is surprising. So, religion makes a big deal in Calradia. Buying goods or items in towns that do not share your religion gives you 50% price penalty? Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. The Kingdom of Swadia, Vagiers, Rhodoks, follow the words of Christ, Son of God. So they're Christian. So 3 kingdoms already are Christian. Fully divine and fully human, and savior of humanity, as prophesied in the Old Testament. The Saronids listen to the prophet, who was the last he sent. They believe their faith is the complete and universal version of the primordial faith that was revealed at many times and places before. Okay. I don't really need a background on all of the religions. You can pause and read this if you want, if you haven't already. Right, then here. Now we get to choose what religion we follow. So with the way our character looks and what he chooses and all that, you know, I feel that he wouldn't really care about gods. But because I'm gonna say, since the Calradic Empire was burned down, the Grand Temple a very long time ago, they spread out over Calradia. Maybe we should go with Judaism. I don't know. That seems like maybe the way to go, because it says like right here they were even part of the old empire, the old Calradic Empire. I I think I'll go with Judaism. Um, when you finally set your foot into the world of Calradia, either as an old man full of life experience or as a young adult of great vitality, please choose your age. So me personally, I'm young and energetic. Apparently, I'm young. Energetic is a big stretch. Uh, Between 18 and 25, yeah, that's my age range. Young and vigorous. I'd say that's more along my lines, young and vigorous. But for our character, middle-aged and strong. Ooh, my goodness, that's so old. 35 and 50? That's crazy. I'm gonna say young and energetic, just because I want, whoa, because I want to have, like, that time to grow into my character. So it looks like we're over in Swadian lands. Let's take a look at our inventory. So we got tools, we got smoked fish we can eat, and we got some dirty water. I guess, do our men need water? I guess so. Whoa. Okay. From the developer, thank you for downloading and playing Nova Aetas. I strongly advise you to read this text for optimal gameplay. Nova Aetas is designed in such a way that it offers many opportunities besides warfare. The game starts with a few new concepts. Further below are short descriptions to explain the intentions of this mod. The intro described the current settings and explained what happened the last years. It also explained the new factions and overall spirit of this era, what's going to happen and why. Sloma is forbidden for Christians, e.g. I strongly recommend you read all. Don't also forget to save often and to multiple slots. Well, because we're playing realistic, can't really change that. We can't really save to multiple slots. What, can we? Maybe we can. I don't know. Prestige. The medieval society was divided in classes. The lower class workers on the land. The middle class exists of craftsmen and merchants. The higher class earns wealth through trade and rents. And the nobility owns huge amounts of lands and castles. Prestige in game determines your social position. You start as freemen, the lowest class of all. It is important for you to remember that this mod is revolved around prestige. If you're part of the lower class, go cut down trees, mine stone, or work on a farm. I know how this game is gonna go then. It's gonna be like a real slow start, I'm gonna say. Escape the pitiful poverty by applying to an apprenticeship at the guild. Work hard and make a masterpiece and start your own enterprise. That sounds cool. You know, becoming a smith maybe? That's a possibility. This is the way to enter the middle class. As citizens, you can try to earn more income by setting up enterprises and renting out residences. The nobility class is available for vassals of the monarch. Construct buildings in towns and villages to increase your prestige and get a better nobility title. Some people start a colony first, but this means you'll become king instantly. and have to deal with both town and kingdom management. Oh, okay. So maybe we'll hold off on a bit before starting a colony in the new world. Just because I'm not sure if I want to hop right into being a king yet. Right? Still gotta build up like my right to rule and everything before I do anything like that. I advise you to follow the social ladder for maximal gameplay. Each culture and game has its own unique noble ranks. Become an... I'm going to start saying Aztec for these people. Um, Axiteog. I'm gonna say Aztec, Crocodile, or Rodok Baron. Religion. Nova Aetas offers five main religions to follow. You can choose a branch such as Calvinism, or have Odin, a patron god of the Norse followers. The reason why real-life religions are used lies in the fact that they have a millennia-old spirit which adds extreme surplus to the gameplay value, plus a fictional belief would ultimately be based on a real belief. Choose a religion wisely because converting to another belief costs you 250 renown. That's a crazy amount. 250 renown. Priests can be accessed at temples at towns. Conquering towns with a different belief will cause religious uniformity to become 25%, giving you only 25% of all income. Religion branches are a work in progress and do currently only serve a visual purpose. So, this mod is a number of years old now. I don't think they're still doing stuff on it. Uh, like, I don't know. Like, I've only been on the ModDB page about this, but Nova Aetas is a pretty good mod from my understanding. Like, I've watched this one fella, his name is Reformus, on YouTube. He played this, actually, and I watched quite a bit of his playthrough of it, and it was actually really good. This was years ago now, though. I think, like, 3 years ago is when I watched that. Yeah, but it seems like a really good game, a very in-depth game if you want to, like, really put effort into, like, playing this way, like going around chopping down trees and, you know, doing stonework and crafting or whatever else. It seems it's all right, you know. Management. There are 4 types of management in game: manage a village, rule a town, lead a colony, or prevail over an entire kingdom. Each center has a different style of management. Assign farmers, woodcutters as village owner, construct buildings in the style of Medieval 2, and recruit troops in towns, place colony buildings manually with keyboard keys, or invest in technology to gain access to 16th century troops. Village management is considered the easiest. Kingdom management, the hardest. If you start a colony, you'll need to deal with both kingdom and colony management. This is not advices. I'd recommend to start as village owner, then try your hand at town management, and then finally try to rule over a kingdom for maximal gameplay. Note that if you choose a royal title as king, you'll also choose a culture. Field artillery. Buy cannons at marketplaces and buy the required gunpowder and cannonballs. Use up to 6 cannons in a battle. Cannons have true ballistics. So they're nearly useless in mountainous areas. Siege artillery is not supported due to exploit possibilities. Artillery is rare in Calradia, but lords do use them. More information. Check the official thread on the Terror Worlds for latest updates and picks. It offers access to a full list of features as well. Check Steam for discussion groups and ModDB for picks. Okay, have fun. Quintilius. Thank you, Quintilius. I'm hoping to enjoy this mod. Now, now that we got all that through, let's take a look at this. So this seems all normal so far. I'm just looking at the game concepts to see if there's anything different. The only thing that I see different is politics, maybe, and then Nova Aetas FAQ. How can I access weekly kingdom budget report? Go to the capital, press enter to view the weekly budget report. Okay. Okay, this might be useful later on. Every time I enter the ocean to the new world, I keep getting directed to Zendar town menu. You cannot set sail without a fleet. First enter the harbor of Zendar, buy enough ships, and choose to set sail. Okay. So there's like a few things here, which will probably come into effect later. Oh, there's technology? How can I have access to technology? You have to be a leader of your own kingdom. Then replace the Chancellor with a companion. Thereafter appoint a steward to the council. Talk with him, increasing expenditures for technology. Now you will invest weekly for technology points. When reaching 1,000, your kingdom will advance to the next stage. Press enter on the capital court to bring up overview. Oh, okay, that seems pretty cool. Maybe we can like upgrade the guns and stuff like that. This seems pretty cool. If that's actually the case. Well, oh, I know there's cannons and gunpowder and stuff. So I'm moving at 7.9. That's pretty good. I'm not exactly sure what these tools are used for, but maybe I should just keep them. Bernardus' army. Because there's two S's, it should just be an apostrophe and no extra S on the end, but okay. Do I know? Oh my goodness, already at -3. Does it tell me, like, what his personality is? No, it does not. At your service, noble lord, I am Marquez Bernardus, a vassal of the Kingdom of Swadia and the lord of Haringoth Castle in Dumar. Speak quickly if you have anything to say, for I have no time to be bandying words with common soldiers of fortune. So I can maybe enlist in his army, which, I mean, might be good. But maybe not yet. I want to explore a few more things before we do any of this. So who's this? The Papal States. So there's the Papal States and Ancient Ruins. I wonder if that's like the Judas ruins that it was speaking about in the entrance thing there. So let's just take a look at the map. So there's Alderias, which is the Papal States. There's Praven, or Proven, however you want to say it. I say Praven. Kingdom of Swadia, and Sunos, Aldeburg, and the ruins of Uxhal. Okay, and then there's Dirham, which is owned by the Magyar Sardom. Okay, that's a pretty strange castle to own, just right beside Dirham. Unless they're at war. Is the Kingdom of Swadia at war with... Actually, that's quite a few vassals, too, that the Swadians have. No, they're at war with the Kingdom of Rhodox, though, who are, in fact, over here. So they have Yellen, there's Zendar, there's harbors. So Zendar, and then there's Jalkel and Veluca. Here is the Saranids. So it looks like they have a few castles down here. And they have Hashala, Derkuba, Amarad, Barry. Oh my, who's this? Is this what they were talking about in the intro? The Torgan Horde? Oh, okay. So is that like the terror in the east they were talking about? So I'm gonna guess that these guys, the Kurjikana, might get wiped out first. He was also saying about like a city is forbidden. Is it this one? I think this is the one that's like forbidden for people to go into. I'm not exactly sure as to why yet. And then this is the Tsardom of the Vagirs. They've got 4 towns as well. And then up here is the Nordic Union, who owns Sargot. And the Kingdom of Norgur. Who are these people? They only have a few vassals. King Olaf Forkbeard. You know, that sounds like a very Nordic, like pagan religion name. Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah, so it looks like these ones are... This kingdom is the pagans. And the Nordic Union, King Hakon the Sixth Magnusson. Yeah, and he's Christian. So it looks like up here, it is the Christian Nords versus the pagan Nords, right? Looks like there's forests and stuff like that. More forests and mines. Temple of Minerva. I want to go up there at some point too. But yeah. And then there's... Looks like there's something here too. I wonder if this place is colonizable. I mean, it is pretty close to the rest of these folks. So, wait. Oh, I thought Zendar was missing. I thought Zendar was there, but it's not. It's over here. Whoops. Yeah. And over here, I guess, what is it? The Aztecs are over here, aren't they? Because that's what it was saying. There's like Aztecs in this game, or however you say the name. Anyhow, this seems like it's going to be a good playthrough, and we'll pick this up in the next episode. So I guess I'll make this like episode 0, character creation and exploring this world, right? Anyhow, thank you very much for joining me in this game as we start a new series once again. I will see you again in the next episode. Goodbye.